Oh, I have summoned a cooling breeze for Work in Progress Wednesday. I did not know I had weather powers. I'm very excited to find this out. So last week I had something on the loom and something on the cross-stitch frame. So we'll start as usual by having a look at what's on the loom and see if you can guess what it is. If you guessed that what's currently on the loom is the same thing that's been on the loom for the past month, you are correct and you can have a gold star. I don't know why this is taking me so long. It is taking me forever. I would say I'm not halfway through the warp at the moment. So even when I gave up on the Danish medallions, there's some up here that I'm starting up again. But I've been doing stripes, I've been doing alternating the two colours. The edges are rough. I've been doing plain stripes. Even so, it's just taking forever. And I think part of it, again, is the heat. Part of it is I have some long work days. And part of it is it's just not grabbing me. And I did think on the weekend maybe I should just cut this off and warp up something new. Because when you've got a dog on the loom, you can spend a year looking at it before you decide that you're going to just give up. However, this is some really nice yarn and I didn't want to just cut it off and stick it in a box and forget about it. So I'm persevering, but I've got to say I'm really not loving it. I'm loving the colours, I'm loving how the colours work together, but the actual process, I don't know why. For whatever reason, it's just not exciting. What is exciting is, this is a very long static shot, so I hope you're enjoying it. Maybe I should turn my fan on so the ends move. Anyway, what is exciting is I got one of my yarn orders today. Yes, I did say one of my yarn orders. I have 2 yarn orders, and half of one of them came today. I've got another colour coming, but I've got this, there was a spotlight sale, so I've got this 4 Seasons, get that in the light, pure wool with, this is a reddish red, I don't know where I was going with that, with a kind of tweed fleck through it. And I've got what they call porcelain, which is sort of more of a creamy colour with the fleck through it. And I've also got some black or charcoal coming. And I'm going to put all those together and I've got the design all mapped out. So what I need to do is get this off the loom so that I can get this on the loom and hopefully have a more exciting time and a quicker project. But that is where that is at. That was a very well constructed sentence. It is pretty much where it was last week. No, that's not true. I have done a bit, but just not as much as I need to be doing. So I've got to get a wriggle on with that and get it done and off the loom. Or give up and cut it off. Maybe I haven't decided yet. Anyway, that's the loom update for you. And the yarn shopping update. I do have another order coming from Hobby. So yes, that looks to be my 2022 project. That simple single scarf that is on the loom may be cut off on or around the 31st of December this year. I don't know. I can make no promises. I really hope that it's off the loom by next week. But, hope springs eternal, apparently. The cross stitch is moving at a much faster rate than the weaving, which is good because I would be upset if I was making no progress on anything. So let's have a look at what it looked like last week when I did remember to take a photo. And you can tell I'm approaching the camera because you can hear my crunchy leaves. And this is what it looks like currently. So I've nearly finished the umbrella canopy, umbrella top, whatever it's called. And down here, where am I pointing? There am I pointing. Down here the handle is actually, I found out last night, 1 square too far to the left. And I'm working around it because that's how I deal with mistakes in cross stitch. A big glaring error like using the wrong colour or having everything too far out to fix, I will unpick. But if it's 1 square out, I can fudge that. I can fudge the back stitch. I can fudge the rest of the filling stitches. It's all fine. It's all good. So yes, that is the progress on that and the really very little progress on the loom. But like I said, I've got new yarn, so that's sort of inspiring me to get it done. I might go and sit down and do some Danish medallions once I've edited this. You have a lovely rest of your day. You have a lovely rest of your week. You have an absolutely sterling time. I insist. And I will see you next week with hopefully something new on the loom. I really, really want to show you something new on the loom. More than anything. You take care of yourself. See you later.